Welcome to PA Timber Ghost. We have a little bit of lull in the action today. Today is opening day for rifle season 2024. Got in here early today, and we had about 10 to 15 guys come past us, and we are approximately 3 miles from the road. So we took a deep dive today. As you can see, I am in a very thick area. There's some limbs cracking over there. Lots of dead stuff in here, and every time the wind swirls, stuff keeps falling off the trees. The hunters are still pouring in here. I talked to quite a few guys this morning that were willing to stop and talk for a minute. It's almost creepy back here in these hemlocks. It'll probably get dark back here pretty quick. So, what did we see today? Driving up here in our undisclosed location, we saw 4 deer on the way up, and I almost had a collision with a very large doe. The first one ran across the road. The second one couldn't make her mind up, so I had to lock up the brakes, and she did a spin back down over the side of the bank and vanished. I did not want to hit that one. That one was probably about 150 pounds. As the doe get older, their nose gets really long, and it has a lot of gray around their muzzle. That's how you can tell that it's an older deer. Usually around 4 or 5 years old, the deer will develop that long nose. So that was a nice doe. She was about 150 pounds. I'm not sure how many antlerless tags they put out this year, but that number was greatly increased. So now I believe our goal for deer management in Pennsylvania is 3 to 5 deer per square mile statewide. So you can have up to 6 antlerless deer tags, including DMAP tags and your regular antlerless tags when you purchase your license. So back to how was our day going? Hunting partner had a big doe in front of him. Hunting partner's son was about 100 yards down on the other side, so the doe came down. Passed hunting partner, went over to his son, and she was out in the middle of the cart road for a while, and then she kind of vanished. Lots of shooting going on the other side of the mountain. Talking to another hunter, there was a big buck up there everybody was shooting at. And there are a few bear in this area. So, what did the PA Timber Ghost see today? Animal number 1, I was sound asleep, laying in the sun, and all of a sudden I got a leg cramp in my calf muscle. It was a long walk climbing up here. About lunchtime, I happened to look up in a rock pile, and there's a boulder field up above me up top. There's a bear standing up there looking at me. He must have came out of one of the caves up on the side of the mountain. And I thought I was seeing things. If I didn't get a leg cramp, I would have never looked up at that bear. Yeah, don't know if it was a male or female. It looked like it was about 300 pounds. It was probably 150 yards from me. And I had to swing the rifle around fast as I could, even though my leg was killing me, and try to see if I could get that bear in the crosshairs. I could see that bright orange nose on the bear from that far away. This whole incident only lasted seconds. So the bear stood up. There's a shot there. That's pretty close. The bear stood up on its hind legs. It probably was winding me because the thermal was coming up the side of the mountain. And it got down and vanished into the forest. That one was gone. Must have missed him. He's still going. Animal number 2 was a nice 8-point coming down the mountain. I thought I was seeing things at first. I knew it was a buck because it was walking. It had its head all the way down. It was hunched over, trying to stay as low as possible coming down. And it came down past the boulder pile where I saw the bear. And I swung the Tika T3X around on him. And if you watched the previous video, you know that gun is very light. And actually, I think it's too light. It doesn't point very well. So I put the gun on him, got him in the crosshairs, and waited for him to come out in the opening on the other side of the tree. It's very thick in here. And he pulled a fast one on me. He pulled some timber goose action on me. He made a hard left and ducked down lower and vanished. He ran down past hunting partner. But he couldn't get a clean shot at him either. All you could see was part of the deer sticking out. He was a pretty nice 8-point. He was pretty high. He probably had about a 20-inch spread on him. The deer up here are very smart because they get hunted a lot. There's a lot of hunting pressure in this area at my undisclosed location. Another one of my secret spots. I have many secret spots. It has been a very difficult time hunting this year. We seem to get foiled by hunters almost everywhere we go. Almost every Saturday went out, it was windy, which deer do not like. They get very spooky when the wind is blowing, so they lay low. And we had an incident with the other two crazy hunters, father and son team, that set their climbers up near us. I had 2 buck fighting in front of me for about 20 minutes in the dark. After them two got up in a tree, in a tree stand, so those two were gone. It's been a very difficult year, but got my muzzleloader license this year. Hopefully we'll get some snow after New Year's Day, and maybe I can get one with my flintlock. I've killed deer with my inline. Got 3 deer with that. Got a few deer with a shotgun. Shot quite a few with a rifle, and probably about a third of my deer came from the crossbow. So year to date, I am at 42. This year I am looking for number 43. Don't know if it's going to happen. Today's been a very exciting day. Hopefully your first day opener, you have connected to a nice whitetail, whether it be a buck or a doe. One final question. Do you feel that antler restrictions are spreading CWD? Should we stay with the antler restrictions, or should we remove the antler restrictions in the CWD zone to control the spread of the disease? You can let me know how you feel about that in the comments. Yeah, I'm going to get some shut-eye here for about 20 or 30 minutes. Today it will get dark at approximately 5 o'clock to 5:30. I'm in the hemlock, so it'll probably get dark sooner. If anything comes in here where I'm at, in this little area, there's a drop-off on one side, and then there's a oak flat on the other side, and I'm in a funnel. So the deer are coming up this edge. I have probably 15 buck rubs right where I'm sitting, and 3 or 4 fresh creeps. This morning I found 2 deer beds, and I must have bumped a very nice deer out of its bed because there was a lot of fur on a limb that was still moving like this. That was a pretty nice sized deer bed, so I'm going to guess that was one of the buck that's in the area. Spider-Man senses are tingling. Something's crunching over there. Squirrels drive me nuts. As always, give this video a like. It helps the algorithm. It helps other people see this video. Hit that subscribe button. Help my channel grow. And we will see you on the next video. Good luck on your deer season 2024.